Well, thank you very much, folks, for coming out in such short notice. Many of you know me. Over the last 3 years, I've been serving as the minority leader here in the Senate, and I see you counting. Senator Smith was not here at all today, but she was on the phone. This was unanimous. Folks just have other commitments. Basically, the purpose of this is to just talk a little bit about the transition that is now taking place within the Senate Democratic Caucus. When I told my caucus sometime maybe early November that I was going to seek re-election, I also indicated to the members that I was not going to seek another term as minority leader. Operating under the positive assumption that I would be so fortunate as to be sent back to the General Assembly, that 4 years would be plenty. And I would not seek another term, particularly in the world of term limits. We need to give other people opportunities for growth. As we've come into this new year, what I have quickly realized, between a perfect storm essentially of very, very serious developing issues in my district with oil and gas, and the fact that I've woefully, and I mean woefully, underestimated the responsibility that I would have as the leader of the caucus during a presidential election year. With no statewide office holders of the Democratic Party right now, a lot of that responsibility from the political side falls to the legislative leaders. And certainly Ohio always being a very important presidential state, that's certainly going to, accentuate that issue. So, it's not even the end of January. I've already missed 2 Obama events. One in Shaker Heights where Cordray was because of an economic development issue in my district, and the other when Vice President Biden was here in Columbus. I believe that was the same day that there was a shale event forum back in my district. So I certainly did, let me put it this way. I've never, ever let down my district, and I'm not about to do it now. And I certainly cannot commit the time to both my district and the political responsibilities of being leader in a presidential election year. But I didn't want to let down the caucus. I didn't want to let down the party by only giving, less than 100% to this caucus in such a crucial election cycle, because I'm so focused on what's going on at home. So I reached out to Senator Kearney, someone who is the dean of the delegation, who has served the longest of any Democrat in the Senate, who has a pre-existing relationship with the White House, who has the temperament, demeanor, intellect, and organizational skills to step to the plate and to guide this caucus through the election. So we are united and strong through this process, that we have a strong Democratic leader that can dedicate the time necessary to the political process for a presidential year. And so I can basically spend my time on the front lines when my district needs me. I very much have missed committee a lot. I look forward to getting back to that. Just before I introduce Senator Kearney and thank him, just a few more things. I got a few people to thank, and I'll turn it over to Senator Kearney. I'm very proud to say that I am the longest serving Democratic Senate leader in the last decade. Under my tenure in the last 3 years, we've passed more bills and raised almost more money than any other Senate Democratic leader in the last 10 years. And we've actually, I think, passed 3 times the amount of bills of any other Democratic leader since the, 124th General Assembly. So I'm very proud of that. This has been a wonderful experience. Particularly having an opportunity when Governor Strickland was governor, and Armin Budish was the Speaker of the House, to have an opportunity to guide the caucus through very tumultuous budget negotiations. I've seen a lot, I've learned a lot, and I am eternally grateful for the opportunity that my colleagues, past and present, have given me to serve this, this caucus and certainly this great state as a leader. I also want to thank the staff, the team, past and present, that has made this all possible and that has built this caucus over the last 3 years. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank Senator Leader-elect Kearney for his patriotism, willing to have a seamless transition, and I am proud to say I will be nominating him on the floor next week when we actually do an official vote. I will turn this over to Leader-elect Kearney so he can introduce some of the other members of the caucus that will be supporting him in his leadership role.